Hey, hi. I'm Mona, this is Chit. There's another camper that's like parking in a spot over there. And as they're moving their trailer, it sounds like an animal dying out there. So this is a chit chat. Yeah, I had an epiphany. Dude, you guys, listen. You guys don't know how good it is to talk stuff out. You know, like some people, they don't want to talk. They're afraid to bring up their emotions or feeling, right? And when we're talking to people with mental health issues or okay, let me give you a different example. Say you have a friend, all right? Say you have a friend and they're having, they have issues with, let's think, aggression, okay? Yeah. And then, you tell your friend, oh, I'm having a hard time with aggression and all these things. And then your friend is like, oh, let me tell you how to, do. And you get some real good advice, right? But the person who's giving you the advice usually can also take some of that advice, right? Right. And so I've always known that forgiveness is so important. It's so important. It doesn't even matter if somebody try to kill you, you forgive them. Trust me. People wanted me dead. But you know what? I'm working on my hardest to forgive them. My hardest. I'm not there yet, but I'll get there. It doesn't mean that I have to go there and talk to them. No. It means I can do it in private, on my own. I actually don't advise you to go there and forgive anyone who has hurt you in the past, because they could traumatize you again, right? It's better to just do the self-forgiveness in private, Now, the trick to that is that you have to mean it. You can't be just like, all right, I forgive them, and that's it. No, you have to truly feel that in your heart that you forgive them. Now, it's not just like, I forgive them. That's not just it. Why are you forgiving them? Oh, because they were aggressive with me. Okay. Think about this. Why is that person aggressive? Somebody was aggressive to them. They never healed their traumas, so they passed that aggression on to you. Now, this is how that generational stuff works. We're all, everybody gets born, whatever. Parents, children, those children, right? So if there is a person in that bloodline, say in the way beginning, somebody got that aggression, great-great-great-grandfather, grandmother, whoever it is, right? The great-great. That person pushes that aggression on the other child, that child to that child, and so on, right? So people who abuse others have been abused. So that's why they act like that. If you can realize, that part, because if someone's aggressive to you, you're just like, oh, that person's mean, they're fucked up, they're just so this and that and the other, I don't like to talk to them, and whatever it is, right? It's easier to forgive a person when you know about the trauma of the lineage. So, for example, my dad, I'm working on this one. He's an absolute monster. He's mean to everyone. He's abusive physically, mentally, psychologically, whatever. I'm having a hard time forgiving him because he has done some absolutely horrendous things to me. He preyed upon my death Yeah, he's a terrible man. So I'm working on this. But you know what else I have up here is that he's that way for a reason. He was abused somewhere in his life by someone. And to be quite honest with you, I think it was a woman, because he treats all the men in the family better than me. I'm treated like trash because I'm a woman. So that's another thing. So he's got issues with women. Okay? It's not my fault I was born a woman. It's really not. But that's just something I can't figure out what happened to him. Maybe his mother, his sisters, or whatever traumatized him, and that's why he's that way, right? I don't know. But he is was absolutely terrible to me. Yeah. And he doesn't care if I live or die, you know, and that's hurtful. That's hurtful. But you see it, I'm not even being triggered right now because I'm talking about it. You see? If you talk these things out and think, you're going to be okay, you know? If I feel like I'm starting to feel anxiety, I'll just end this and turn it off, but I don't. I'm okay, you know? Because I want to just explain I want to help people out there to realize that with these events that happen through the lineage, what is supposed to happen, I'm thinking, is somebody along that bloodline is supposed to end that, right? Because if you don't, you're going to pass that same thing, that aggression, I guess, to your children, and they're going to pass it to their children and their children. So somebody here has to be the one who breaks that chain, right? I'm not gonna have any more children. I'm done with all that. But that's what needs to be done, though, right? That's how you heal the traumas. It's not because you have to look within yourself. You also have to look within the people who abused you, so you can figure out why they did this. And that's where it makes everything so much easier to forgive. I forgave my mom. She passed away. I forgave her before she died. And I hate to say it, but you know, when I heard it, I was sad, I cried, but after that I was done. You know, because she abused me so much in my life that it's hard to be sad when your abusers die. You know what I mean? But that's just how it. I'm sorry that I'm not so compassionate about her passing. But my mom, she you know, she didn't heal her traumas. She became angry and bitter. Her health declined. She didn't care about her health. She was angry all the time. Like, she didn't fix herself. So in my bloodline, because my mother, my father, right? My sister is different. She is not the exact bloodline of me. She has a different father, so she has a completely different lineage. But in my lineage, my mother and father, I have to deal with that part, right? My other brother, my stepbrother, who's still alive, he is also not part of my lineage. He has a different mother. Okay, so it's up to the child who is born of the abuser to figure this out and to find a way to heal and forgive. Yeah, this was an epiphany I got today because I was trying to talk to somebody, and as I was writing and reading, I was like, oh, like I figured something out for myself. Now I know what I need to do with the family. Now, when we're talking about the VA now, that's different. It's not like family or anything, or friends, or it's people that are supposed to care for me. Now, I figured out that the VA triggers anger in me, because of the incompetence. There's a lot of competent people, but the majority, almost everybody I've run into has been incompetent or have to speak to, right? It's like you have to go searching for the competent one, right? And somebody actually today helped me figure that out. Like, I don't need to, if I call or somebody calls me and they sound like they're dumb, which is a lot of the time. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. Unintelligent people, uneducated. These are people like who are married to military and they have a high school diploma or something. You know what I mean? I can't talk to someone like that because they're not on my level, because when I talk to them, they're not going to understand me because I use different words, you know? And all they can do is, well, that's no, don't talk to me like a child like that. That is absolutely the wrong thing to do. Anyways. So yeah, so that's what I figured out right now. With the VA, they're incompetent. I already know that. Not everybody, but a lot. How do I forgive the VA? There we go. How do I forgive the VA? Because forgiveness is important. That's the epiphany I had. I know my triggers. One is family. I know what I have to do there. But the VA, that's hard. Oh, look, it's the middle finger. Sorry. So yeah, I have to figure out, how can I forgive the VA? You really can't. You really can't. Because that's an organization that's supposed to help others and they're actually causing harm. So what can I do to fix this? I can do what I was talking about in the other video, right? I wasn't even talking about in the other video, but this came in, you know? Hey, quit drugs. You'll start thinking. So basically, I figured out after talking to someone who I was giving advice to, and I reread my advice and I was like, oh, epiphany, you know? That's, if it's hard to forgive something like that, what do you do? What do you do? You stand up for yourself. You make a difference. Don't complain. Oh, the VA does this and the VA... I know I do that all the time. But behind the scenes, I'm taking action. Yeah, that's how you do it. You just take action to whatever you got going on. You know what I'm saying? And so now I'm on the road, finally, to forgiving the VA. And in order for me to do that, that means that I have to get involved. And that's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to get involved with I keep forgetting the name of it. I don't know why it's so hard to remember. Vets with Warriors. I am going to call them and I'm going to tell them that I want to be part of this because I feel like if I am, it's going to help me with my own healing. That's probably what they want anyways, right? I didn't know about this. Also, for any veterans out there real quick, let me just look at this thing. I have a piece of paper with some stuff written on it in here, sorry. All right, so another thing I found out is that if you're a veteran and you're like really upset because, oh shoot. If you are really upset about, you know, how you got treated or you want to make a complaint to the VA, there's a 24-hour phone number. I don't know. I think it's this one, actually. It's a VA hotline. You can call I think it's, you might want to double check, but the number I have here is 855-948-2311. You can call this number and make your complaint over the phone. Listen, you veterans, if you don't complain about whatever's happening to you, nothing will get fixed. Yes, you call, you can't get a hold of anybody, no one picks up for you, no one returns your calls. Don't give up. Don't give up. Call this VA hotline, right? Or call Vets for Warriors. 855-838-8255. On top of that, if you call the Vets for Warriors, you will always get a veteran. That's who you want to talk to. You don't want to talk to somebody out of high school who's married to a vet. You don't want to talk to somebody who has an associate's in arts. You don't want to talk to that person. You want to talk to a veteran, or you want to talk to somebody who's been in that field for so many years, who has a degree in psychology or something like that, right? You don't want to talk to these people. They don't know what they're doing. They really don't, you know? Some of them do. There's some good ones in there, and those are usually the veterans, though. I'll be honest with you. Everybody who's helped me has been a veteran. Another woman, though, that helped me, a couple women that helped me, they helped me too. But why? Because they have been in the field for a substantial amount of time. So they know what to do. They weren't like just hired. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I had an epiphany. I feel great about that. So yeah, I wanted to fill you in with that. I hope this can help you guys. I really do. If you are somebody with a really strong will and you want to heal and you want to get better and you want to be mentally at least strong to where you don't have to take any of these pills that they're pushing, you don't have to drink or do drugs or any of that stuff, you know, you can do it on your own. But the first thing is you gotta get off the alcohol and the drugs. You cannot heal yourself because those are masks, whether it's alcohol, drugs, even the illegal drugs, the pills that the VA prescribes you. Oh, this will help you with your anxiety. You're covering up the problem and you're getting addicted to those pills. Don't do that. And you know, I'll tell you what, somebody told me that, oh, when they have anxiety, they run and they take the pill. That's not even working because the VA prescribes stuff that you have to take consecutively. If you can't, there is no magic take once and I'm better pill. There is none. You have to be constantly on that pill. So you are already addicted to that pill. Because also when they tell you to get off, you got to wean yourself off. When I found that out, I didn't wean, I cold turkey cut it off. And I took the bag of pills that they gave me, 9 different pills, went to the mental health department, and I threw it back in their face. And I said, take your pills and shove it. Take these pills and shove it. So that's what I did. And I said, I want a different mental health person, and I'm going to report you. I didn't report her, though. I should have, because back then I wasn't all together. You know what I'm saying? But I should have. Her name is Virginia Teddy. She's a mental health specialist at the VA at the hospital in Long Beach. That's where I met her. She is crazy. That woman is crazy, and she wants to pop pills to you. This is an adult place. She had all kinds of little kid Disney stuff all around. Dude, is she all right? She used to wear the Disneyland with the little pins on it. Dude, is she all right? Who is that? That's a crazy lady. So yeah, Dr. Virginia Teddy, Long Beach VA, you do not belong in mental health. You are mental. You are mental, okay? So I got Brian here messing with me. So yeah, you know, this is what's, you know. Anyways, I think I'm going to end it here because, you know, it's already 19 minutes. But, you know, like I said, I think I'm going to be making a lot of videos chit-chatting and all this because, like I said, I'm going through the withdrawals. And I'm starting to think. My mind is going. It's going and going. And I feel like it's the best thing I ever did, even though I'm kind of feeling the anxiety because I know I got it. I still haven't eaten yet. It's afternoon already. I only had a cup of coffee. I'm going to force feed in a sec. But I just have to deal with it. It's going to be rough, but I know I can do it. So that's all I have for you guys right now. I'm Mona. This is Chit Chat, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.